Hi world, it's Shannon Marie, and it's September 28th, 2015, and I just launched my second Kickstarter campaign. I'm really excited about it. The first one wasn't so successful. Well, it wasn't successful at all. But I just launched it. I just posted it on Facebook. And I'm going to post it on my Twitter right now. So I just wanted to come here and kind of circle back because I haven't really been making videos in the past couple weeks. I think that it was a blow to me to not have the first one work out, just because I feel like so instinctually that it is going to work out. I was kind of devastated. So it took me a little while to kind of just be in those emotions and then figure out why it didn't work out, and then I'm just back on it and it's going to happen this time. So I just kind of retreated, figured out my life, and then I'm back. But in the meantime, I just feel like I've experienced a lot that I want to share, but I'm only going to share a little bit of it. And then for those of you on Facebook or however you find my YouTube channel, where I talk more about my unique spiritual perspective, my connection to heaven and the universe and how I see things, then you don't know any of the stuff that I've talked about in the 300 videos that I have up on my YouTube channel. So I wanted to just come here. If you're new, well, no one's been watching my YouTube videos anyway, so everyone's going to be new. But I just wanted to come here. So in my video, my introduction video to my Kickstarter campaign, I talked about, and this is something I normally never said, but I talked openly about the fact that I talk to heaven, and heaven communicates with me and the universe as well. I'm very connected to both heaven and the universe. So I said that. I said that in the video on my Kickstarter campaign. In the first few minutes, you hear me talking about I am very connected to heaven and the universe, and this clothing line right behind me, all these t-shirts, this clothing line, and the second collection that's going to come after, you know, all the cool stuff for this first collection. The second collection also came from heaven. It was divinely guided, divinely gifted. I'm divinely guided, and this clothing line, these collections, these clothes is very heavenly, and they literally have been divinely given to us, me and you. So I wanted to just come here and just talk a little bit about that unique perspective, heaven, all that stuff, because people, like, that's such a weird concept to people. I think for people, it's more of heaven is like this thing. Heaven could be real, maybe not. I don't know. God is probably real. I don't know. There's something, but I know all that stuff. Heaven's been teaching me for years. Since I was a little girl, they've been teaching me. And I say they, God, Creator, my higher self in heaven, my angels, my spiritual guides, my passed over loved ones in heaven. Like nature, plants and animals talk to me. And I've learned the deepest lessons from plants. For real. And my animals. It's crazy. Like, I'm being very honest. So I have 300 videos talking about all of that stuff. So I wanted to come here now for anyone that's new to my world. Okay? If you're here and you heard me say in my Kickstarter thing, I talked to heaven, heaven gave divinely gifted this clothing line to me. Girl, what are you talking about? So I'm here to just talk a little bit about, so the last week, I've had a few little situations that I want to share with you. Now, so for example, we are all divine beings. If we're alive, we are divine and intentional. Our existence is intentional. But not everyone knows that. and not everyone knows that we hold the spark of the divine within us. Which, what is that? The spark of the divine. It's a piece of God that lives within us, that keeps us alive. But we don't know that. We're not aware of that. We know that we have physical bodies, and that's part of it. But a human being is not just a physical body. A human being is a physical body plus the spark of the divine. So when you remove the physical, we're left with the spiritual element of us, of God, and it's us. Okay? So 2 nights ago, I was out walking my dogs. And let me just backtrack for 1 second. The physical body, everyone knows how to master their physical bodies. Or not everyone knows, but that's just common knowledge. We go to work, we work with our bodies to make money. We go to the gym to keep our bodies in shape. We go have fun with our bodies. But there's also a very important element and crucial element to our lives, which is the non-physical, which is the element of us that you cannot see. But that's very present in our lives. It's the spark of the divine. Okay? So I know how to use it. I've been taught. I'm looking at all these papers, notes. I have notes from years and years and years about all this really cool heavenly stuff. So it's just now time for me to share it. So, okay, so with that said, I have a very unique perspective. And it's common. It should be common. All of us could do this. But I'm just there now. I'm already there. You guys will be there. I'm already there. So, 2 nights ago, I'm walking my dogs. I live in Encino, California. I'm on the street walking my dogs. And as we're walking out of the building, okay, I see this little cat. I'm like, oh, what a cute little cat. But when he saw me and my dogs, he ran. He ran straight across the street, didn't look any kind of way, didn't look to the right, left, didn't even look at all. I mean, I'm sure animals don't do that, but some do. He just ran straight out into the street, and immediately I freak out. I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking, making sure he doesn't get hit. And I had a lot of negative emotions, like immediately. Once he ran out in the street, I'm like, oh my God, okay. Really? This is a main street. You're going to die. You might die right now. And I've never seen an animal get hit. Nothing like that, ever. Okay? So, I'm saying all this to say, this perspective I have. Immediately after I got freaked out, I got nervous, scared for this animal, for the cat. Immediately, the thought just sunk into my life. And it was, why would you get nervous and sad and upset? Why don't you just send your energy to protect it? Why would you even waste your time with the negative? That's your go-to, is to be scared. Something bad's happening. Oh my God, you're nervous. Why? Fix it. You have that power. This is what heaven's telling me in this moment 2 nights ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. So immediately I do energy work. I know how to work with my energy. I know how to brighten it. I know how to do different stuff with it. And I've healed my animals. I actually healed my dog before, and I'll post that video below, that link to it. I healed Cupcake. And I've healed a fly. I've healed a bunch of stuff, and I've actually made videos about it. So the point is, it's been 9 minutes already. The point is, that's how my mind thinks, and that's what I did. And I sent, so my energy is I don't know, can you see it? Can you see? I'm just really vibrant, I don't know, but when I walk in a room, a lot of times people feel it, they feel, I've had people say, when you walked in the room, I didn't know what changed, but I knew something changed, and then I turned and I saw you were there, and I'd never met these people, and many people have said this to me. So I'm just saying, our lights are getting brighter. Our lights are getting a lot brighter just because of the environment. There's a big story behind it, but So the point is, we're all learning how to use our superpowers as humans. Our energy is like our superpower. We just have to learn how to use it. We've never been taught how to use it. But now the time is right for us to learn how to use it. So, that's what happened the other night. And so I sent, so my energy is very bright. And it's like bright, dazzling, glittery energy. Like this aura I have around me always. Like when I'm sad or upset, it's not that glittery or it's not that bright. But normally it is. And when I heal stuff, I fill myself with God energy, with God light, and then I send it through my eyes when I'm looking at it, or through my heart. I send it. There's an energy field we have within our hearts alone. We have that. And through our hands, we can send energy through our hands. Have you heard the term healing hands? I have that, and people have that. So I just sent with my eyes. I just sent a beam of like glittery light. Oh, it froze. And then it unfroze. So even if this cat gets hit and he's going to go to heaven, but I want it to be seamless. I want him to have no trauma. Just the fact that my mind's even there, okay? So, yeah. So there's that. And then last night, my dog Cupcake was choking on something. She's been having some throat issues, and there was like 2 or 3 minutes where she was having a really hard time breathing, and I'm getting scared. I'm like, Mom, where's the closest vet? I'm like already planning out where I'm gonna have to take her in. This is crazy. She can't even breathe, and she's been doing this. What's gonna make her stop? She's not stopping doing this. So initially I get nervous and scared. I'm like, oh my God, really? I'm asking her, the vet, like, is she gonna die? She can't breathe. She hasn't been breathing. What's gonna happen to my dog? And I healed her before, but I had time, and it was like a slow process. I just did it like over a month. I was healing her every day. But this time, it just clicked. I'm like, okay, this is happening. I'm here. Let me make it happen. I have to make this happen right now. So I grab her. My energies were like wild already, so I had to like calm it down. Calm my energies down. So I can provide her the calming, healing, loving energy. Because just know that you can't give anyone something that you don't have. If you're holding vibrating crazy energy, then that's all you could give. You can't give calming, loving, healing energy if you're not in that space. So I had to fix my own energy field, how I was radiating. I had to get it into check and get it how I wanted it. And then I was able to send her. I just held her, and I just imagined sending her this little cloud of glittery, heavenly, healing God energy going into her throat. Whatever was not working right, restore it now. She's restored. She's healed now. And literally within 20 seconds, she started to breathe clearly. So when I talk about I communicate with heaven, heaven guides me, I'm connected to the universe. A year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I didn't even think on this level. But now I'm able to use my energy in a way that can assist things and make things better. So, with that said, I made a video. It's about how we can help save the world together. We can heal the world and save the world together. And I'm going to post that video next. So thank you for listening. And for those of you that are open to spiritual stuff, I invite you into my world. And we're probably on the same page with a lot of stuff. And if you're not spiritual, if you're really religious, or if you have no spiritual or religious beliefs at all, I may sound crazy, but at some point, my words will be beneficial to you. And I will be here if you need me. My perspective will always be here, and I will always talk to you if you want to talk. So, I love you, and go heal some stuff. Or first, watch the videos on how I did it, and then you can see how to do it too. Alright, I love you. And heaven and universe, you're great. And we all have the power to be connected to that. All of us. We just need to, it's about how receptive are we. Like for me, I've always had it in me, the potential to do all this cool healing energy, spiritual stuff. But I wasn't always in the state to accept this. The universe is not changing. Well, actually it is changing in a big way. We're ascending. Our planet is ascending into higher positions in our galaxy, and that's another thing that heaven taught me. But the universe is always waiting for us. Waiting for us to connect with it. And if we're not in the space to connect with it, then we're not going to connect with it, and it's not real to us. If it's not an experience to you in your life, then it's not real to you. So for me, 2 years ago, this conversation I'm having, this is weird. What are you talking about? If I heard someone saying this stuff, that's weird. I would be judgmental and think that that's weird. Because I was not in a space to absorb this truth of life. But now I am, and this is what I am at the core. So, alright, thank you for listening, and let's save the world together. I'm going to post that video now. Alright, I love you. Bye.